If you ever find a jack-o'-lantern burning on your porch that you didn't carve, don't blow it out. Don't touch it. Don't even breathe too close, because if the flame gutters, it moves. The first time Nora saw it, she thought it was just a Halloween prank. She'd come back to her late parents' house in Bramble's End, a town built from porch lights and nostalgia. She wasn't in the mood for the local traditions, so she'd left a candy bowl on the porch with a sign, "Outtake one," but at 8:13 p.m. There, it was a perfectly carved jack-o'-lantern she hadn't made. The face was classic: triangle eyes, a thin nose, and a grin cut just a little too wide. The candlelight inside jittered, throwing shadows that seemed almost deliberate. She sniffed it. It smelled fresh, earthy, sweet, with a hint of metal. Looking around, she saw no pranksters, just wind in the trees. She nudged it with her shoe. The flame inside dipped, then flared, as if it took a breath. "Nice try," she muttered, and went inside, planning to ignore it. She pulled up the old porch camera feed. There it sat, glowing like it was molded from shadow and fire. Then, 3 soft knocks. Nora froze. No one was at the door. She checked the chain, but saw only the pumpkin, but its grin. "It doit viger." The corners had stretched. The cuts looked fresh, damp. The lid rose and settled, like a sleeping thing breathing. She slammed the door, her heart pounding. It had to be a trick. Some tech-savvy kids, right? At 8:23 p.m., the camera showed the pumpkin's grin had grown again. It had gums now, not carved, but implied by the curling light. Then the neighborhood app pinged with a reminder: pumpkin walk rules. Do not move any lantern. Do not blow out a lantern's flame. If you see 13 lanterns in a row, avert your eyes. If a lantern follows you, light one of your own and keep walking. She'd forgotten that dumb list. When she looked back at the camera, there were 2 pumpkins. She hadn't heard a thing. The second one had carved eyelids and a closed, secret-keeping smile. Nora killed the porch light, but the pumpkins kept glowing. She opened the door and felt a strange warmth roll off them, like breath. The smell was stronger now, with an undernote of sweet rot. Near the second pumpkin was a small paper bag with a label, "For you. A seed always fits." She took it inside. Something inside skittered. It was full of roasted pumpkin seeds, glossy and sweet, but one seed was different: pale, translucent, and wet. It pulsed, just once. Her mouth watered, and for a terrifying second, all she wanted was to taste it. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number. "Do not eat them," she frantically typed back. "Who is this?" The reply was instant. "If you've got a lantern, do not let it go dark," the mysterious texter told her to count the lanterns on her street. Peeking through the curtains, she saw them lining the sidewalk like runway lights. 1, 2, all the way to 12. She couldn't bring herself to look for the 13th. Back at the door, the pumpkins had rearranged themselves. One was right on her mat. Its candle flame guttered and leaned hard. On pure instinct, Nora cupped her hand and blew. The candle went out, and the pumpkin skin peeled away from its mouth, lifting, opening. It smelled like cold cellars and decay. The pumpkin rocked forward, then again, learning to move. It left a wet smear as it thumped off the mat onto the wood. Her phone chimed again. Light it again. Use anything. If it's dark, it learns. If it learns, it follows. With shaking hands, she struck a match and relit the wick. The mouth settled, but didn't close. It was resting. The texter revealed they were her old neighbor. His wife had blown out a candle and eaten a seed. It took her in pieces, he wrote. First memory, then voice, then face. A new pumpkin appeared on the porch, then another, and another, 4, 5. She didn't watch them arrive. She just stood at the threshold, working a grill lighter until her thumb bled, feeding fire to every wick that tried to die. She counted breaths, hers and theirs. Just before dawn, they stopped. Their flames held steady, their smiles relaxed. One by one, they went out. When the sun rose, only one pumpkin was left. On the mat lay a card. You kept the light. The walk continues. We'll see you next year. The next day, the pumpkin was gone. Nora sold the house a week later. Now, every October, she keeps a lighter by her bed. She doesn't eat seeds. And she never, ever finishes counting to 30. You're still here. Good. Check your porch. Because if a jack-o'-lantern appears that you didn't carve, you know the rules now. If that flame gutters, it moves. Thanks for watching. If you liked this story, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Stay safe out there.